Hello everyone. Welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. If you enjoy long, clear, text-to-speech friendly deep dives, please like the video, subscribe, and tap the join button to support the channel. Today we're unpacking a story that blends nostalgia, realism, and a dash of surprise, centered on two names that instantly light up comment sections, Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu. For many fans, Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu are more than a beloved screen duo. They're a shorthand for timing, charm, and that rare chemistry you can't manufacture. Before their breakout as a pair, each had projects that hinted at promise but never quite caught fire the way audiences hoped. Then came the series that rewired both careers, Kiralık Aşk, and suddenly everything clicked. Their dialogue felt lived in, the banter had rhythm, and the emotional beats delivered without flourishes or shortcuts. Viewers didn't just watch them, they trusted them. That trust carried beyond the final episode and into a feature film collaboration, where crowds showed up not out of habit but out of hope to feel that energy again, framed differently yet undeniably theirs. Years passed. Schedules grew intense, priorities shifted, and the myth of a duo gave way to two artists walking their own lanes. Yet the shadow of that shared history never fully faded. Interviews would circle back to it. Fans would revisit clips and wonder aloud in the comments if there might ever be another chapter, even a small one, even if it lived only in a behind-the-scenes photo, a casual greeting, a wink to the past. Now to the present moment, the spark for today's episode. In the last few days, a short series of images surfaced, a wide shot of a cafe terrace just after sunset, a blurred reflection in a window, two familiar silhouettes in the same frame and the same breath of evening air. The caption said little. The internet filled in the rest. Were Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu meeting by chance, or by design? And if by design, why now? To answer that, we go back a single step, to a phone call. According to sources close to the matter, Elçin Sangu placed it herself. Not a spur-of-the-moment dial, and not the kind of message you send through an assistant. It was direct, polite, and simple. If schedules allowed, could they sit down for a short, quiet catch-up, no audience, no staged photo, no promotional hook. She'd been meaning to ask for some time, she admitted, partly because real conversations age quickly when they're postponed, and partly because there was a personal curiosity she didn't want to discuss through third parties. She had heard that Barış was settling into life with his little one, and she wanted to congratulate him properly. There are congratulations you type, and then there are congratulations you speak, because the words ring truer when someone hears them in your voice. That context matters. It frames the meeting not as an engineered publicity stunt, and not as a door to old speculation, but as a mature conversation between two colleagues who once built something together that hundreds of thousands still revisit. The place chosen for this meeting doubled down on discretion, a modest cafe off a side street, not fully hidden, not performatively visible either, followed by a short walk where a candid camera could see them without intruding on them. If you know the rhythm of this city, you know that late afternoon is when the noise softens and people finally say what the day kept delaying. Their table held the ordinary artifacts of any quiet reunion, 2 glasses of water, a single coffee that cooled while the conversation warmed, a napkin folded and refolded, and a script-sized envelope neither of them opened. No microphone, no stylists, no entourage, just 2 professionals setting ground rules with their eyes. The first minutes were tentative. You could read it in posture, a slight lean forward from Elçin, a measured shoulder drop from Barış, the smallest smile that said, "We're here, let's be kind to what we were." They began the way wise people do, with acknowledgements. Careers are demanding, people change, the kindest intentions get crushed by calendars, stories grow in retellings that neither party authorized. They discussed the public machine that can turn a simple greeting into a headline, and a headline into a theory that won't sit still. They did not map the past like a courtroom timeline. They simply recognized that it existed, that it mattered to many, and that leaving it unspoken would only thicken the air. That honesty, more than any grand gesture, set the tone. From there, the talk pivoted to the reason Elçin had insisted on the call. She wanted to extend her congratulations in person for the new rhythm in Barış Arduç's life. The rhythm that comes when you build days around a small pair of eyes and a schedule composed of naps, feedings, and firsts you never want to miss. She asked the questions friends ask when they mean it, not how is parenthood, but how are you in it? Are you sleeping? Are you remembering to step outside? What part surprised you the most? These are questions that soften the edges of fame and return people to their names. Barış answered with the kind of details you only share when you feel safe, the new attention you develop for tiny sounds at night, the quick recalculation of a day around a smile, the relief in realizing you can be more patient than you believed. If there was pride in his voice, there was also a healthy dose of humility, because any parent knows that the real expert is the child who rewrites your expertise daily. Only after this did the conversation gently touch the topic fans always circle: collaboration. Not a promise, not a hint, not an invitation to speculate, just a thoughtful question suspended in air. Could there be room, at some point, for a small project that honors who they are now instead of trying to resurrect who they were then? They agreed on 2 non-negotiables without drama. First, if the material is not excellent, there is no point. Nostalgia can fill a room but it cannot carry a story. Second, work must fit life, not the other way around. The right script, at the right time, for the right reasons, or nothing. That clarity takes the oxygen out of rumor and gives it back to craft. What about the pictures? Camera angles tell only what they can: a wave, a lean, a shared laugh at a passing remark from the waiter. One frame appears to show them standing just beyond the cafe awning, Elçin pointing toward the cross street where the light turns gold, Barış nodding as if to say, yes, the city is still a character in every story we tell. Another image, less flattering in exposure but richer in subtext, captures them in motion, mid-sentence. It's not a pose. It's the easy gait of 2 people who are no longer counting their words against a silent clock. If you are wondering whether the evening included a second location, the answer is, only if you count the short walk they took to avoid being the center of the cafe's gravity. They turned a corner and let the street widen around them. No disappearing acts, no racing cars, no dramatic exits, just an unhurried transition. The only theatrical thing about the scene was the sky, shifting through a layered blue that cinematographers chase and rarely catch. In the days since, neither Barış Arduç nor Elçin Sangu has offered a statement. That is not avoidance. It is good judgment. Moments like these acquire longevity when you refuse to narrate them to death. Let a conversation be a conversation. Let a meeting be human, not mythology. Those who wanted scandal will be disappointed. Those who wanted proof of simple decency will find the markers everywhere. What, then, should fans take from all this? First, that respect still has a shape in this industry, and these 2 know how to draw it. Second, that growth is not a betrayal of the past, it is the only way the past keeps giving. Third, that curiosity can be kind. You can be interested without insisting. When you leave space, you get better stories, and the people inside those stories can breathe. Before we close, a quick note on the broader arc that brought them here. The journey from early, modest projects to a series that became a phenomenon didn't happen because of a perfect publicity machine. It happened because 2 performers found a shared rhythm and then did the quiet work, long hours, rewrites at the table, protecting each other's beats on set, that lets that rhythm endure. A film followed because audiences wanted to see if that current could travel to a new frame. It could. And now, a brief meeting, sparked by a call, grounded in congratulations, witnessed by a city that has seen everything, reminds us that legacies are not static trophies. They are living pacts between artists and audiences, renewed in small, dignified moments. If this breakdown helped you replace rumor fatigue with a fuller picture, please like the video, subscribe to Turkish Spotlight Secrets, and ring the bell so you never miss our next deep dive. Tell me in the comments. If Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu were ever to return to the same project, what would you want it to be? An intimate limited series, a single location film heavy on dialogue, or something entirely unexpected? Keep it respectful, we moderate for tone as much as for accuracy. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and as always, take care and goodbye.